Assalamualaikum, good day everyone. My name is Tania Puteri, and here I want to present about psychoanalysis theory on Elsa of version 1. First of all, I choose psychoanalysis theory from Sigmund Freud because it suits to Elsa's mental condition, who often thinks about many things in her own mind, and she doesn't realize about what she had inside of her, that she has a lot of pain. What she knows is that she doesn't want to hurt anybody, but doesn't think about the negative consequences of her excessive fear. From the theory, Sigmund Freud said that the mind is responsible for both conscious and unconscious decisions that it makes on the basis of psychological drive. The ID, ego, and the superego are three aspects of the mind that Freud believed to comprise a personality. Freud believed that people are simply actors in the drama of their own minds, pushed by desire, pulled by coincidence. Underneath the surface, our personalities represent the power struggle going on deep within us. In the next slide, there's the author. The author of this movie is Hans Christian Andersen. Actually, Disney just inspired by his work called The Snow Queen that released on 1845. Hans was a Danish author, fairy tale writer, and a poet who born on April 2, 1805 and died on August 4, 1875. There are four main characters in Frozen. There are Elsa as the main character, and then there's Anna, Hans, and Kristoff. Elsa is the first child of the kingdom of Arendelle. She is reserved and independent, but actually deep down there, she is filled with fear, anxiety because of the magic power that she has. The second character is Anna. She is Elsa's one and only sister. She is cheerful, optimistic, free, and tends to act before she thinks. And the next up is Hans. Hans is the prince of the Southern Isles, which is the neighboring kingdom of Arendelle. She is smart and handsome, but cunning and weak. Last but not least, there is Kristoff. He is a traveler who always travels everywhere with his reindeer named Sven. He is strong and brave. He looks tough but actually has a warm heart. The next slide is about settings. In here I will discuss two types of settings. The first settings is setting of place. The first setting place is the kingdom where Elsa, Anna, and their family live. It's called Arendelle. Arendelle is a luxurious, large kingdom, and the people who live there are prosperous and happy under the leadership of King Ekdar and Queen Iduna. They are Elsa and Anna's parents. The next place is that shown in Frozen 1 is the North Mountain. This is the place where Elsa will build her ice kingdom later. This mountain is covered with thick snow, and so the cold in here is very extreme and feels down to the bone. Next setting is setting of time. As we can see in here, there is winter. The setting can be seen at the beginning of the movie when there is a scene where Elsa and Anna are playing together in the snow. And actually, from the beginning till towards the end of Frozen 1, it's always winter, right? The next one is the morning. This can be seen on the day of Elsa's coronation when they are waking up Anna to prepare. In this scene, Anna is seen still wearing her pajamas. And the last setting is summer. The setting can be seen in the final scene where Olaf, the snowman, basks in the sun, which makes himself melt in some parts while saying, "I love summer." He is a snowman, but he said he loves summer. And then he melts in some parts, not all of. And then there is Frozen themes. In my own opinion, Frozen has three themes. The first one is about family or true love. We can easily see this theme in the early Frozen scene, which shows a strong bond between the siblings, Elsa and Anna, who are playing, and also their parents who love each other. At the end of the story, the bond between the siblings are still dominant. An act of true love will thaw a frozen heart. And the second one is psychological theme. This theme is also dominant because after Elsa's scene where she accidentally hurts Anna, Elsa's inner self begins to be exposed in this movie, like by isolation, rejecting Anna's invitation to play, become more quiet than before, and filled with fear, as Elsa said, "And the fear that once controlled me can't get to me at all." And the last one is feminism. The scene can be seen in several times, and one of them is when Elsa's coronation day as a new queen. She told her sister that no one is getting married when Anna asks permission to marry Hans. Also, people of Arendelle are judging Elsa for being a single little without a king, but Elsa didn't take it seriously, and we can see in here Elsa's way of ignoring the statement that a queen must have a king also shows a feminist trait, independent. So the story starts with Elsa and Anna, princess of Arendelle Kingdom. Elsa has a magical power that allows her to turn everything she touches into ice. Maybe it seems cool and amazing, but it feels like a curse for Elsa because she cannot play freely like the other kids. It gets worse when she accidentally hurt her sister Anna while playing. Guilt has haunted her since then. Anna is unconscious, so their parents take her to a troll group who are believed will be able to heal Anna. There, the leader of the troll, named Grandpappy, said that Anna could recover with the condition that the memory of Elsa's power should be erased. They agreed to do it, and since then, Elsa and Anna have been living in separate rooms but still under the same roof, in the same kingdom, Arendelle Kingdom. As we can see in the picture, Elsa is panicked when Anna is unconscious because of her magic power. So Elsa is being isolated while Anna is allowed to be free in the kingdom. While in isolation, her magic power is getting stronger and harder to control. The guilt in her did not go away but grow stronger instead. This can be seen from her refusal to Anna, who always asks her to play. Actually, she really wanted to go out and play again with her sister, but the fear in her was stronger. As tightly as the door to her room was closed, Elsa's heart also closed. She became quieter than she used to be, and her personality was isolated alone with herself in her room. As we can see in the picture, she said, "Go away, Anna." And the troll said that fear will be your enemy, Elsa. And it's true that fear will haunt her in her whole life. The next slide is when they were teens, the king and queen are died while they were sailing. So Elsa ascended the throne as a queen. Even though she's still afraid that she will lose control of her power, she agrees to open the gate to the public. With the thoughts of many bad things in her mind, she meets the people of Arendelle. She said, "Conceal, don't feel, don't let them know." She tries really hard to calm herself. As we can see in the picture, her face shows everything that she's fear, she's afraid of meeting people because she's been isolated for a really long time. This means that she will meet Anna again after a long time. At the same time, her sister met and fell in love with Hans, the prince of the southern isles. She asked permission from Elsa to marry Hans. Elsa firmly said, "No one is getting married." Anna, who couldn't accept it, was angry and even questioned why Elsa always isolated herself in the room. Why is she always hiding from the world? It didn't stop there. She even pulled the glove that Elsa was using to prevent her magic power. Elsa was angry and said, "Enough, Anna," while using her power to form a barricade of ice. Everyone is shocked. Elsa, who was confused and embarrassed because she failed to hide everything, decided to run away. Every step of her feet caused ice and turned the whole Arendelle into an ice kingdom. You can see in the picture, Elsa built a barricade of ice because of her mad towards Anna. And the second picture is Arendelle that turns into Ice Kingdom because of Elsa's power. The next slide is about Ice Kingdom. She went into the unknown. The next slide is about Ice Kingdom. She went into the unknown like the soundtrack in this movie. A place where there were no living things or anything. She built an ice kingdom with her magic power. She also created a snowman like the one she used to meet with Anna. She gave it the name Olaf. The creation of Olaf is actually a sign that Elsa feels lonely and misses those good old days, but she doesn't realize it. There, she feels free because she doesn't have to maintain an image because there are no rules that apply like in Arendelle, where she has to be a good role model. The only rule that exists is her. She is the rule. We can see that she said, "No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I'm free. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore." And there's a picture of Olaf when he is being created by Elsa. In the next slide, I want to discuss about the dress that Elsa wear. We can see in here that the clothes that Elsa wear have changed. It was originally green and purple. Green symbolized serenity and purple symbolized wisdom and luxury. This color combination symbolized the nature of a perfect queen, but that is not Elsa's true self. So when she is in the Ice Kingdom, her true self is revealed as symbolized by the color blue, which means depression, fear, and sadness. This is reinforced when she said that perfect girl is gone. So we can say that she buried her old self. And the blue dress Elsa is her brand new self. Back to Arendelle, worried Anna decided to follow Elsa alone and leave the kingdom to Hans without knowing his bad intention that want to control the wealth of Arendelle. On her way to find Elsa, she meets Kristoff and Sven, his reindeer, who will accompany her until she finds Elsa's kingdom. Finally, Anna found her sister's kingdom, but when she got there, she got nothing but Elsa's anger. She firmly refused to return and said that she could not return the Arendelle to its original condition. Maybe it's her personality. Anna kept forcing Elsa again until she got mad and accidentally lost control of her power and hurt Anna right in the heart. Guilt, fear, and confusion attack Elsa again. Without thinking, she created an ice monster named Marshmallow. From this scene, we could know that Elsa's coping mechanism hasn't changed. She pushed people away again to get rid of her guilt, and the ice monster is like substitute for herself, who actually unable to kick Anna out. Deep down there, she feels sad but try hard to hide it, so no one will know how she feels. After the heartless rejection, Anna decided to head back to Arendelle, and her condition got worse because of Elsa's powers. But not long after that, Elsa decided to return to Arendelle, but she was trapped by Hans and getting locked up. After she tries many things, finally she's able to remove the trap and look for Anna. But Hans managed to scrape the wound in her heart by saying that Anna is dying because of her. The guilt comes again, she drops and cries while Hans tries to kill her. Anna, who saw them, immediately came over to protect Elsa, and at the same time, she turned into ice completely. Grandpappy said only true love that can thaw a frozen heart, but it was failed because Hans had betrayed her love. They were confused and Elsa could only cry for her sister. Slowly, Anna began to melt. In that moment, she said that I thought a kiss from true love would heal, but it turns out that love is not only limited to the opposite sex. Surprisingly, Anna's true love is not Hans, but what Grandpappy means is her sisterhood. From the story, we could know that Elsa is someone with a warm heart. However, because of the magical power she has, several negative traits arise in her, such as anxious, insecure, feeling pressure, and not free. People could not see how tormented she was because of that power. She kept everything to herself. She is used to holding back what she feels, hiding her true personality, and trying to be a good royal princess that made her suffocated. Whenever she faced some trouble, Elsa always used her power to protect herself or isolate and escape. This happens repeatedly and is related to Sigmund Freud's statement that said the mind is responsible for both conscious and unconscious decisions. In this case, Elsa is unconscious. She did all of that because she is the type of person who thinks before act. As time goes by and several events have happened to her, Elsa finally realized that she cannot live alone. All she has to do is accept the fact that she has this special power and talk to the loved ones when undergo some difficulties. Experience taught her and time heals her. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it can be useful. See you next time.
Cold never bothered me anyway.